We got our next guest here. Who wants to introduce our next friend?
We have with us today Deep Patel, the founder and CEO over at GigaWatt, and he is going to teach us all things about freeing ourselves. And I love this topic, freeing ourselves from centralized power. We talk a lot about centralized banking and the effort to free ourselves from that. I think that we don't really think very much about centralized power. And I know that there's such a market for solar. People see the benefits of that. But I love this angle, Deep. Tell us about what that actually means to free ourselves from centralized power and why that might be important to our viewers and listeners today.
Hey, thanks, Sean. Thanks for that warm intro and nice to meet you, David and Leah. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called GigaWatt. It's a company I started 19 years ago out of my parents' garage, and I grew it into a middle market company. We've done over $100 million in revenues, and we're actually growing, and we're going to be raising money now to go into our next growth phase. So over the last 19 years, I've been helping people break free from the grid. And AI is coming, it's here, and it's really thirsty for electrons. It needs electricity badly. And as more data centers come online, the cost per kilowatt hour is just going crazy. The aging grid is failing in certain areas, and climate change is making it harder for utilities to provide reliable power. So now more than ever, people want their own solar panels, their own batteries, paired with electric vehicles and even Bitcoin miners to basically create this ecosystem where they're generating their own power and storing it, whether that would be chemically in their own lithium ion battery pack, or even burning some of that extra electricity into Bitcoin and running a miner. So, our mission is to help our clients break free from centralized power. And that goes beyond just electricity. We can even tie in all of these other elements to it and help people gain sovereignty.
I would love to hear your thoughts on, do you believe that decentralized energy is inevitable? And two, what do you think will happen to the world if more founders do the things such as what you did and challenging current systems in order to create a new world?
Yeah, I do believe that, decentralized energy is coming as data centers go up and there's just more stress on the grid. Just the, cost benefit is just going to make a lot more sense. Every year, storage is getting cheaper and cheaper. And that was really what was holding solar energy back. There wasn't a cheap way to store the electricity. But now with the storage, when you can save it, it's just makes a lot of financial and emotional sense as well, that having that power independence.
So
Yeah,
smart.
and then the second thing, regarding, other entrepreneurs and can they, create a kind of a mission. I think that's what the most successful entrepreneurs do. They don't get started to make a dollar, right? They go beyond. They want to solve a problem. They want to change the world. Entrepreneurship, and I know, all of us are in this space. It's hard, and I think without having a really solid mission, like going the next day is very difficult. So if it's all about making money, that's why a lot of entrepreneurs just fail in like a few years. They just give up, right? But if you have a mission, like really pushing you, that's the ones that really make it. It's the ones that have a strong desire to do something big.
I've been investing in years in solar farms and solar communities where they can co-locate with the data centers. They can co-locate with an HOA or community itself. And immediately, the economics, the math is so strong to offer, electricity for free in combination with other values, or 75% off electricity when someone's purchasing a home, building a data center. So these are different areas. Which do you feel is going to be the future with these type of opportunities of community shared electricity?
I think all of the above, because we're going to be in a power shortage, David, with AI, electric vehicles, the aging grid, right? We just don't have enough power coming online right now fast enough to fuel this economic growth from AI. Natural gas turbines Like, let's say a utility even wanted to just generate more electricity tomorrow, right? There's a big backlog of just even buying natural gas turbines to build a fossil fuel plant. So we're going to have to throw on all sorts of solar, at the data centers, in the communities, on the schools. We're going to have to get this online really fast to be able to make that space for the AI to continue to grow.
Sounds like I made a wise investment. Must have some sort
Yeah.
of visionary advice. I think it was Sean Dill that recommended it to me. I'm blessed to have him as a partner and a friend. Let's go. Let's have you back. Thank you so much for enlightening us. No pun intended. Look forward to having you back on our other shows. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Bye.